to another video, guys. I am on day 4 of Hunter's Challenge. We had a bit of a DNF yesterday. Did not finish on day 3, but that is absolutely fine. I'm just going to move on to day 4. Although I didn't finish yesterday, I still got, I think it was 50 TSS, something like that. I still put in 45-minute workout. And yeah, one thing I do want to say is my cadence has actually got better. Now it's more about 105. I found that I'm like through this learning process of trying to adjust my cadence and keeping it up slightly bit higher. I've actually been able to do that out on the bike outside. So this cadence work does really help. Definitely, because basically what's been going on is I'm doing this, all these cadence drills, cadence crusher, day 2 microbursts, and then day 3 cadence and heart rate. On day 1 and day 3, I've been made to spin more than I usually would. I'm not saying that I used to spin like not very well. I always spun about 90, but now, because of these cadence workouts, I've been raising it to about 105. I haven't been able to hold that for as long as I can hold 90, obviously, but I'm able to hold a specific amount of power. So for example, 300 watts, I can hold 300 watts at 105 cadence for a while. Gradually, as I get used to the cadence and my muscles develop with that cadence, I will be able to hold it longer. But it's literally just trying to get used to it and getting the mindset to thinking that it's okay to spin at 110, 105. So day 3 gone. What happened there? Day 4, cadence drills. Okay, at least it wasn't. Yesterday was terrible. I was not enjoying that at all. I don't know, I felt a bit ill. I still feel a little bit ill, to be fair. I don't think I've recovered properly from, as you can hear. But yeah, this is horrible. 15 minutes at a cadence that I'm not comfortable with. 15 minutes again at another cadence that I'm still not comfortable with. I couldn't deal with it. I was really tired. So I had a bit of a rest. So today, day 4, cadence drills. Don't worry too much about watts or heart rate. Yeah, always about cadence. Make it fun and challenging. Train a ride. 10 minutes fast warm up with the cadence of 90 to 95, no problem. 70% of FTP. La la la. See, this long period, 20 minutes, man, on a trainer, holding the same kind of power. The only time you really want to do that is when you're doing an FTP test. It's just not fun. At least if when you've got intervals, you've got 1 minute up, 1 minute down, 1 minute up, 1 minute down. Much better for you. Much better for your mind, let's say. Mountain route. Whee! London's gone. Jeez. They took the time with that. So volcano circuit. How long? So this workout's only an hour and 5 minutes, I think. So level 10. I thought I had level 10, to be fair. What's going on there? Maybe on level 8. You see in the background here, my calorie mission. Sorry, 4,225. So that's going nicely. I've got more than 2 weeks to complete that still. Mountain route. I do like the mountain route. I just like going up the hill and smashing it back down. I've said that before. Whether it's actually going to happen is another story. So the problem with that is if I'm trying to hold for 15 minutes at a specific cadence, it's going to screw that up. Do I do it and sprint down the hill just for a bit of fun, just before? Yeah. Oh, that's up and down the right a different way. Let's do this one. Okay, I think, right on. I'll give it a couple of seconds. I just want to customize my player. Now, the top, looking good. Socks, not so good. Okay, bike, awesome. Now, I used to have a limited edition Specialized Alley. It was pink, yellow and blue stripes where the pink is. It was called a multi-key line. One of my other YouTube videos shows me building it actually. I gave that away. Well, I didn't give it away, I sold it. So I don't have that anymore. In terms of bikes, they don't actually have that many bikes on there, do they? Never noticed that. Whoa, was that Dura-Race? They've got Dura-Race on that bad boy. Why are you putting Dura-Race on an alley, man? Unless it's an alley sprint, but even then, they're built for track. Is that Campag? Campags. That might be Campag. That's a weird Campag. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with my bike. I'm going to stick with the colour of my bike. I'm going to go to customize. So when you hit level 7 or 8, whichever one I am, you get these vintage tops. Not a big fan of this one, to be fair, or this one. It's a bit too retro for me. A bit too vintage. This one's a bit too common. I don't mind this one. It doesn't really go with the bike. What else have we got? I could unlock some with promo, like GCN and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that. It's a whiffed. Let's stick with this. I think this is alright, it's not too bad. They need to come out with some new helmets, man, because that sucks. And I guess that one, because it goes with my outfit. Yeah, that looks alright. Let's go to the socks, because these grey socks, nicht gut. Nicht gut, ja. So, got to get those sock gains up. I might change the colour of my pink bike actually, the pinkness. So what's going on? Nice add-on. White, I guess. It's not really white though, is it? Okay, yeah, we'll stick to that. Oh, that's not what I want. They need stubble. Well, that's not stubble, that's full on beard. We need some stubble coming down, man. These are terrible. I mean, yeah, I know it's not all about the graphics and stuff, but really. Let's just go clean shaven, shall we? Get the aero gains. Okay, he looks pretty sick. The bike doesn't really go. What? Okay, wait. Yeah. So bike doesn't really go. I don't want red. Oh, I don't know, man. It looks alright, I guess. I'm just not a big fan of orange bikes. Orange bikes? Do you think? I don't think. Oh yeah, that giant TCR advanced one. I think that was orange. That was a nice orange actually. Okay, so I'm spending way too much time doing this. Red. Is that red? You know what, I'm keeping that, I don't care. Doesn't go really, but I'm done. So, Control A, no signals, no problem, no signal, no problem. Let's get this up and running. Right. Oh, we're running. So, started spinning. There we go. So, we're starting off 90 to 95 at 200 watts. (96). There we go. Right. So what have we got here? We've got 1 minute at 230, 1 minute at 250, 1 minute at, oh no, 1 minute at 330, 1 minute 250, 1 minute at 330, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think there's 10 of those. Then on top of that, we've got 20 minutes at 250. Not looking forward to that. So as I was saying before, my cadence has got a bit better, especially outside. I know it's a bit different indoors on a trainer, but all of this indoor training is for outdoors. So I do need to go on the ride outside actually. I'm getting quite sick of doing this indoor stuff. I mean, yeah, I do commute to work and back, but that's only 4 kilometers each way. So that's not really a outside ride, is it? Not really a ride doing outside. Just a mere, well, I can do it in 13 minutes. That's including traffic lights. A lot of traffic lights as you go into town. Okay. I still haven't bought a fan. Definitely need a fan. So 7 minutes warm up. (90 to 95) cadence. Nice. There we go. Trying to keep your legs as straight as possible. So yeah, I still don't know what really happened yesterday. I was just pretty tired. Commuting, doing 3 days, plus the day before I'd done a FTP test, and I didn't rest after that FTP test. I went straight into day 1 of Hunter's Challenge. So that accumulation did just wear me down, because this Hunter's Challenge, it's not going to be easy, you know? Especially if you're not used to the specific cadence he wants you to hold at. If you're used to this kind of cadence and holding this kind of power at the cadence, obviously it's going to be much easier for you. But I guess I'm not as aware of my cadence as I thought I was, because the cadences they want you to hold are pretty standard, you know, 90 to 95. So at 200 watts, being comfortable, yeah, I'd be here pretty much if I wasn't meant to be going 90 to 95. I'll be at 200 watts, holding it quite nicely at 88 cadence. But because of the guidelines, obviously it's going to be better for you if you do just listen and do what it tells you to. So just stick to it, you'll get used to it. I used to grind a lot more. I used to go in my lower 80s, now I'm at lower 90s, depending on what you're doing. If you're going up a hill, smash it to 100, 110. I can hold that nicely. But when I'm like doing FTP tests or just trying to put a lot of power down, because you can feel the power more in your legs if you go slower, you feel like you're going faster and pushing harder. Oh yeah. There we go. But this is hard. This feels like you're going up a hill. Really steep hill. Yeah, big one. There's no way I can get to 110. These planned workouts, man, they're not for the faint-hearted. Not for the faint-hearted at all. This is killing me again. I really didn't think this was going to be harder. I mean, when you think you're going to have a rest, it's not a rest. Because you're just grinding. You go from spinning too much to grinding. Failed this one definitely. See? I did adjust my saddle position. Maybe that's making it harder on the knees than it should be. Need to bring it back again. But, oh my God. Focus so much, you have to just focus. And as soon as you stop focusing, oh. The only thing that's keeping me going here is the fact that I know it's going to make me a better cyclist, because I'm not achieving anything really in terms of stars. So, as I said, priority here is cadence. So I'm just going to hold the cadence I can. Screw this 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes at 250. If that's grinding, if that's at 80 or even 110. Yeah, I can just feel it in my knees so much. Surely it's just not meant to be like that. Yeah, I'm not doing very good at this. So if you try this challenge and you're not very good at it as well, don't worry too much. Oh God, I just can't hold 80 to 90 at 250 straight after 210. Straight after 110. So I can do this. It takes a lot of effort out of me to do it though. And then going back down and grinding. Oh God, all you can hear with these videos is moaning about cadence. Perfect. Not really, but I'll take it. Okay, 1, 2. Three left, then 5 minute rest. I don't know how rest this 5 minutes is going to be, and then 20 minutes. Oh, it's disgusting. 20 minutes at one cadence, at one power, on a turbo trainer, indoors, sweating your balls off. I definitely want you to give this a go. Definitely this specific one. Because yeah, spinning at 103.5 feels much better than spinning at 80. But holding that kind of power as well. I don't know whether it's just because I'm on the turbo trainer, but I'm finding it really hard. Failed. That was 65. Again, 65 reps. No, I've never cycled at that speed. And you want to put 210 watts out for that. Oh, this is so aggravating. Relax, just do your best. 65. Push. I mean, I don't know how old these planned challenges are, but a lot of books that I've read nowadays that are quite like new have been saying that doing this kind of drill, like pushing down your pedals as hard as possible at a low cadence, is not good for you. But you've got a coach that's trained over 300 athletes or so. Telling you that, hey, it's good for you, man, otherwise I wouldn't be making you do it. Screw you, Hunter, screw you. It doesn't tell you if you have to sit down or stand up. So, because on the indoor trainer, a lot of people forget to activate their glutes and do some glute work. So when you go out and sprint properly, in the race season, you actually have some progress on your glutes. A lot of people stay in the saddle and neglect their hoods. I don't know what you're putting out. Drops. They neglect the drops. I can't remember for what's in now, but I was meant to say drops. I completely failed this one as well, I reckon. So upping the power, lowering the cadence, just trying to stay within that boundary. I've got half an hour left. 20 minutes of that is at a specific cadence at a specific power, which I'm not looking forward to. I don't know what the cadence is, but if it's 110, I'm not going to be happy. If it's I mean, this is definitely good training for your muscles and legs, but your brain just wants to fight it. It wants to do what's comfortable. So that's why I've been moaning so much about it, because my brain's just like, why are you doing this? Do it how you want to do it, how you feel comfortable. But just because you feel comfortable, it's like eating. You feel comfortable eating at 10 o'clock at night. Definitely not good for you, especially if you've had a normal meal and eaten properly during the day, and you're just doing it because you're bored, or you just want to nibble, just to entertain yourself. Okay, 80. Okay, I can do that. So this is pretty much my normal speed now, normal pace, sorry, in terms of cadence. I do want to, because of the whole point of the band, I do want to try and increase my cadence a little bit. Otherwise I'm just not doing myself any favours in the long run. So I've gone down one gear to make it, sorry, up one gear to make my cadence higher, which is going to make it a little bit more demanding in terms of wattage. Oh, it's one of those. How have I got to hold this bad boy for? Okay. So intervals within a block. Still not the easiest. Yeah, all right, mate. What's funny is, in real life, if someone goes past me when I'm trying to do a specific trained workout, I say the same thing. Yeah, all right, mate. I'll be able to have you if I wasn't doing my plan. I think it's just a lot of, well, most cyclists are quite competitive. Even if they're just going out and going out for a chilled ride, if someone comes past them, depending, if like some of them say evening, afternoon, morning, and you're not as frustrated or competitive when they say that. But if they don't say that, and it's like, you what? I'm gonna have you. So I'm trying to up my cadence. 110. So keeping 110 cadence isn't too bad. It just depends on how long you have to keep it for. See. So yeah, not too good on this one, but progression. Every training day is a progressive day, as long as you're not training, overtraining or undertraining, taking it too easy or pushing too hard that you can't finish the rest of the workouts the next day and the day after. How you train now definitely affects how you perform in 6 weeks. So once you remember that, try and take it quite nicely. Bit of a hypocrite obviously, considering I've done an FTP test and then no rest days straight after. Next day, Hunter's Challenge, day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. But we're all human. And when you're addicted to something, whether it's good or bad, good or something negative or positive, too much of it is always negative. So 45 minutes gone, 20 minutes left, 9 minutes of this cadence malarkey, then 10 minute cool down. So I'm going to try and keep this kind of cadence a bit on the uncomfortable side. See how long I can keep it for. It's all about smoothness. The smoother you are, the less you bounce up and down. The smoothness all depends on your cleat position, your saddle position, and I think I pushed my saddle too far forward, but I'm already doing that, mate. I know so many people that will be really good at this. I'm just not one of them, I'm afraid. I really want to know what the heavy cadence is, how that's meant to benefit you. Like trying to go 80 cadence with 250 watts. I want to know how, like what the coach says about how that's going to benefit you, because the only way I can think that it benefits you is to make you realise that 8 cadence sucks and you should be at a higher cadence. So it's to stop you, it's to make you aware that spinning is winning. Yeah, after this ride I'm going to put my saddle back a little bit, see if that makes it better. I'm getting a little pain in the back, whereas I wasn't getting that before. Okay, so I know I failed this. The downhill bit's coming up. Do I just sprint down? I'm going to chill out for a little bit. I'm going to sprint down, because why not? I think the fastest I've got here is 96 kilometers per hour on this downhill bit. So a couple of people I've seen do this have stopped pedaling and it's putting them in the tuck position. So stop pedaling. I want to see if it puts them in the tuck position. Oh, it does. Look at that. In the aero tuck position. This is not good for my, I just want to see, 79. Here we go, here's the bit you really want to, yeah. So here, 84. I think now I should really start sprinting. Oh, did you see that burst? Yeah, I'm loving that. 1.2 gigawatts. Now that was that was fun. Kids, don't try that at home, especially not in a planned workout. Because I've been completely terrible at this planned workout, pretty much like I was the day before as well, I decided to give it a bit of a chill out again. Aero tuck position. Oh, nowhere near as good. I want to see my cadence there though. Yeah, so if I haven't failed this part of the interval, something needs to be done with this algorithm. Yeah, I don't care. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. I done most of the workout again. I'm not saying that I'm a great cyclist, especially when it comes to planned workouts, because normally I'm used to going at my own flow, but that's the reason for doing them, make you a better cyclist. Even if you can't complete all of them, I'm still on the bike, I'm still spinning, yeah, I'm having a bit of fun. But if you're not having a bit of fun, what's the point? I mean, you can train as much as you want, but you don't have fun on the bike, you're not going to do it for long. Yeah, it's fun to see your performance go up. And I think 1,200 watts or 1.2 gigawatts as it came up with on a trainer is the highest I've been, definitely. No doubt about that. So I'm just chilling out, having fun. There's no point doing a cool down because, let's be honest, that 10 minutes, I've spent about 10 minutes messing around, pretty much doing a cool down anyway. So I'm just going to stop there. Easy up, easy cadence. Chill out. Let's see. End ride. Okay. 60 TSS. I mean, comparing to what I get outside, 60 TSS isn't much at all. But indoor trainer, heat, a bit boring compared to the outside, let's face it. 60 TSS is okay, according to this anyway. So yeah, 5 calories, 2.4 slices of pizza, 55 minutes, 10-minute cool down, didn't do it. I'm dripping on my bloody wahoo again. Buttons are going to be completely drowned. But yeah, heart rate, zone 3. That's weird. Okay, yeah, so heart rate, zone 3. Power, 213 watt average. I really wish it would give normalised power instead of average, but let's be honest, on a trainer, normalised power and average shouldn't change that much because there's not really much stopping unless you actually stop pedalling for no other reason than something happens to your bike or you need to drink or something. So yeah, okay, save, and that's it for another video. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.